Hi guys, Caleb Peevler here, MarineMax, Panama City Beach, standing in front of a neat opportunity here to own a in-stock, available, electronics-ready, pre-owned 2021 Grady-White 376 Canyon. The 376 Canyon was for a long time the flagship of the center consoles for Grady-White, but is actually now the second largest center console. The current owner of this boat that we've got on brokerage just took delivery of his 456 Canyon and is ready to let this one go. So we got a neat opportunity with the existing boat market that just doesn't have much in stock. We've got loud trucks running by, but this one specifically is in Seaport Blue. It's only got 88 hours on the triple Yamaha 425 XTOs. If you're familiar with Grady-White and you're familiar with the Yamaha brand, you know that the big 376 Canyon at 13.5 feet wide, maybe 13.2, is incredibly soft and stable, and it's a very comfortable boat. It's going to be that Cadillac ride from a deep V center console, and it's going to have a lot of family features, a lot of fishing features, and really the ability to do both. As we speak specifically about the Yamaha 425s, which I did state are at 88 hours, this boat has also got a 5 kW diesel generator with a 23-gallon tank. Before we step aboard and take a look at all the equipment, the Garmin electronics that are rigged and ready to go, we'll talk a little bit more about the full maneuverability from Yamaha. This is the new system. I believe it's Gen 2, Gen 3 for Yamaha Helmmaster, but it has autopilot integrated. It has set point GPS lock to hold you over a spot or make docking maneuverability a lot easier. It also has drift point where you could drift across a ridge or a cliff or even a dredge line. You can lock the bow over a spot so the rear end turns and you keep your RPMs really, really low. You could even lock the rear of the boat if we're trying to keep lines out of current or lines out of the props. We're gonna step up inside and take a closer look at this big, beamy, comfortable Grady-White, but neat opportunity to own a 2021 Grady-White 376 Canyon. Let's take a break and let's step inside. So as we step in the back of the boat, we get a good look at why the big 13-foot 2-inch beam boasts comfort, stability, and fishing space. We've got a transom-wide fish box here that is cooled from that diesel generator and glycol chilled freezer plates. So this will not only keep ice, it'll darn near turn that block of ice into a large block of ice. You hit it with some salt water and try and keep that ice down and keep those fish cold, drinks cold, beer cold, maybe a little bit of both. Storage back here and battery access below that, but a wide bench seat to fit 3 wide. Maybe if you're not healthy, maybe 2 only comfortable, but we can fit wide across and fit a large group of people to fish. We could go to dinner, we could cruise, we could do all that. But as we step up to the lean post, we've got the back of the cockpit and console, dual bait wells all the way across, fish cleaning and prep station over here. The cutting board is integrated to the top of that sink. Let's fold that down. So we've got a cutting board here if we want to prep bait and do all that. Some people don't even like cutting on that beautiful new boat, but we've got plenty of room here to do tackle prep, bait prep, etc. with live wells either side. 13-foot 2-inch beam allows us to walk plenty wide or shoulder width wide on either side. Wait for that loud car to pass. But we can step in and see 3 wide cockpit seats that have flip-up bow bolsters, armrests on either side, as well as access to the captain who gets to sit center. He's gonna have direct view of the compass, direct view of the twin 16-inch screens, access to all his controls, allow the people on the outside to either help fish, ride, cruise, see, do whatever. The boat does have isinglass enclosures included. They're down below right now. The electronics are already installed. We've got twin 16-inch screens across. We have through-hole transducers, open array radar, FLIR thermal cameras for night vision. But you've got an opportunity to own a boat with heat, air conditioning, 5 kW diesel generator, Garmin electronics pre-rigged, triple 425 XTOs, Yamaha Helmmaster. You'll see that it is the new joystick version, which includes the drift point, fish point, and set point. That's joystick docking as well as the GPS hold features that are integrated into that track point and the pattern steering and autopilot features. Boat does have VHF with AIS receiving, so you can track that. And then something that I think a lot of people have a lot of questions about is interesting. It's now standard on the 2021 models and newer, but is a Seakeeper 5 gyro stabilizer. And if you've seen videos from Seakeeper or videos that even MarineMax has released about Seakeeper, it's an incredible feature that ratchets that boat down off sea. if you've ever been offshore and you've been in some not so favorable conditions, you can tell that displacement is unforgiving and water is pretty unforgiving and gets you sick, can make it uncomfortable and make for shorter days on the water. The Seakeeper 5, or Seakeeper in general, is an incredible piece of equipment. We've got videos that show, as we set out of the point, we've got 3 to 4 foot rollers rocking that boat side to side, side to side, side to side. Engage that Seakeeper and you could darn near put a red Solo cup full of your choice of beverage right on the gunnel and it'll lock it down. It's not gonna knock it over. The boat will literally ratchet down. That displacement of water, wait for another truck to pass by. So what was normally rocking that boat side to side like this now locks it down, and that displacement of water just raises the boat up just a tad, but it keeps it level side to side. Helps eliminate seasickness. Maybe we'll call it the spouse saver and keep people more comfortable on the water longer, but is an incredible piece of equipment that works incredibly well offshore, inshore, or even just riding around. We'll make our way up front. We'll take a look at the bow seating in social zone number 2, and then we'll get a second to look at the cabin as well. As we step to the bow of this North Carolina flared monster of a center console, the 13-foot 2-inch beam is larger beam than most 40-plus foot center consoles. What does that mean for the bow of the boat? Well, it means we've got rod holders for more fishing, we've got room to get around, but we've also got a ton of room to entertain. You've got a fixed bench seat that is right here. There is not storage or live wells beneath this because this provides more room for that air-conditioned and heated cabin and bed down below. There's a small berth that could sleep 2 down below or keep the grandkids or dogs happy. But as we work forward, we've got the casting and filler platform here. This could be, the cushion could be removed and turned into a fishing platform. Most people are gonna leave this stuff consistently installed with those flip out bow backrests. This one's open, that you could sit in here and stretch your feet out. The one on that side almost turns into a bolster pad that if we're in here and we're gonna lean into that big thick pad and be comfortable fishing, we've got a handful of people fishing the corners in the back and we've got room to fish up front. Either of these boxes up front are actually foam filled insulated fish boxes. There's that isinglass and boat cover that's included. It's still in the plastic. A boat with, you know, right around 90 hours, as fresh as he goes to enjoy the new 456 45 footer the step above this. But we've got incredible seating up front, lounge area, tanning area. We've got access to bow controls for the windlass. You've got a stainless windlass anchor system with controls at the bow and controls at the helm. But neat opportunity. We're gonna take a minute and step down below. As we went to peek into the cockpit, we realized it was locked with some of the owner's personal items that haven't yet been removed. We're gonna overlay some photos and I'll give you a quick walkthrough of some of the key features that are important down here. So as you peek into the cabin of the 376 Canyon, I think a lot of people are really surprised at the usable space. You've got a walk around center console, so you would think that cabin is just simply a potty. And yes, we do have a full porcelain macerated head and toilet down below. There's even a freshwater shower if you want to go down there, rinse off, change clothes, get the salt off your legs or cool off. There's full access to all controls, switches, breakers, air conditioning, your Dometic chiller plates, and thermostats. There's also access to a microwave. If we want to mortgage this thing and have access to a kitchen, we've got one down below. What I think surprises people the most is they open that and see that sink and wet bar, is they see the berth that's up ahead. It's large enough to sleep 2 people if you like each other. There's even a powered backrest that will slide down and turn that berth area that slides forward into a wraparound couch. The berth area is important to me because that air-conditioned and heated area gives time for the dog, it gives time for the grandkids, or even time for me or my wife to go down there and take a nap and extend that day or make it a nice long weekend to enjoy a big, comfortable, Seakeeper stabilized Grady-White offshore for more than just a couple hours, but maybe even overnight. Great opportunity to own a boat that can do many things and have the freedom to do it all. A great opportunity to own a 2021 model 376 Canyon. It's available now at MarineMax Panama City Beach. I just want to thank you for coming out and walking through this video with us. My name's Caleb. We're at MarineMax Panama City Beach, and this is a brokerage 2021 Grady-White 376 Canyon. Thank you.